What's good, guys? So today I have for you a Cyber Dragon deck list, and we'll be implementing a new card that came out from Dual Overload, the Verte Anaconda Verte. Let's just go over that real quick. This is a crazy Link monster that came out, one of the best Link monsters to come out in that set. It's just two effect monsters. You can target one face-up monster on the field. It becomes dark until the end of this turn. You could pay 2,000 life points and send one fusion or polymerization normal or quick play spell from your deck to the graveyard. This effect becomes that spell when that card is activated. So essentially, you're searching out your spell cards whenever you want the Cyber Dragon fusion spells, and I think that's crazy. People really are sleeping on this deck. A lot of people, ever since MR5 got announced, they're like, oh, Cyber Dragons are really bad. They have to place anybody can place their extra deck wherever they want, but no. There's still going to be strong Link monsters such as Appaloosa running around that you'll be able to contact fuse away. And not only that, the contact fusing isn't the best part about Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon is just a crazy OTK deck, and there's so many other things that just carry this deck by itself. But let's get on with the list. So this is a blind second deck. Cyber Dragon is always going a second deck unless you side in or main deck a lot of trap cards. So we have to play hand traps. And the best hand trap to play when you're going second by far is the Gamma package, one driver, and then 3 Cyframe Gear Gamma. And then 3 Ash Blossom, the most generic, versatile hand trap. You have to play it, I think. Whenever you're gonna play a hand trap, this is the one that you want to go to first. Then the Cyber Dragon package, 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 Cyber Dragon Core. Core is your searcher. This very good card. And the graveyard, it has a crazy effect. It searches through your whole deck. Core just ties everything together. And then the 3 Hers, it's a good card as well. You can make Almirage with it or Link Karibo and then get a free card. And a lot of times it makes it so your Nashster or your Galaxy Soldier don't feel as minus. So you have to play it at 3, I think. And it's just more Cyber Dragon names. You want as many good Cyber Dragon names as possible. And I think these are all the good ones that we're playing at 3. Then 2 Nashster. Why are we only playing 2 Nashster? I really do like Nashster. Nashster is such a good card, but for some reason in the pure Cyber Dragon deck, it's always felt a little awkward. Whenever you open multiples, it doesn't feel that strong. Nashster is good though, and that's why I wanted to keep it at 2. I definitely don't want to play it at 1. I've seen 1 in a few lists. Nashster is definitely strong. I just didn't want to brick with 2. And the same concept for Galaxy Soldier. You're only searching. Whenever you resolve a Galaxy Soldier, you only want to search one other copy of it. So if you draw one, you get the other, you make your infinity, that's it. And we're trying to have a very consistent deck. That's the name of the game. When you're playing decks like these that aren't just big combo decks, you want to be consistent. You want to break apart fields at all times. And when you're going second, you want to make sure every card goes towards breaking the field. And the next card, one of my favorite types of cards in the game. If you're going second deck, please play Kaijus. Kaijus are so crazy and they're so cheap. Jizukuru, the Star Destroying Kaiju. This card's searchable too in this deck off of Emergency. The Kaijus are crazy. If you have a Kaiju and any Cyber Dragon hand, you are ripping apart a field most likely. I've seen the Cyber Dragon deck be one of the few decks in history to be able to destroy the crazy combo decks in its format, such as Spirals and Lunalights. This deck can definitely take down those. Thank God we had the Banlist and we won't be seeing it, but we'll definitely be seeing some crazy Union carrier decks, and I'm sure Cyber Dragon will be able to mold its deck to be able to deal with it. Cyber Dragon has always been able to just really make the main deck catered towards breaking apart these big fields, and if they're not playing a big combo deck, Cyber Dragon just runs over like smaller decks. It's so crazy how strong this deck is. The only weakness I really see about Cyber Dragon is sometimes it does lose hard to traps, but that's when the side comes in. Then let's get on with the spells. 3 Cyber Emergency, 1 Cyber Repair Plant, 1 Cyber Rev System. Those are all standard. And then I would consider the Cyberload Fusion to be standard. The fusion cards in this deck are crazy. Cyberload Fusion, if it resolves, it's usually game. You're summoning Rampage Dragon, and Rampage Dragon is nuts. And then we're also playing the Overload Fusion. So the reason why we're playing both of these, and I think Cyber Dragon is so crazy right now, is because we have a way to tie in these cards. We can search these cards through our extra deck because of Predaplant, Verte Anaconda. You just pay 2,000 life points. Whenever you see a kill shot, whenever you see the opening that you want, you have access to search out fusion or both of these fusion. It's so crazy. The Predaplant card is so generic. There's so many decks that could use it, but I don't think many people are talking about how you could use it in the Cyber Dragon deck. The Cyber Dragon deck is very underrated. One of the strongest rogue decks. I really want you guys to give this a shot. This is so crazy. Any 2 monsters just make the Verte Anaconda, and if you're gonna drop the Rampage Dragon, it's most likely game. I've seen that so many times. I've been loving playing the Verte Anaconda in this deck, and it's so easy to make in this deck. And then the spells, Lightning Storm, I know they're very expensive. I just wanted to show you guys the most consistent, the strongest list possible, because one of my friends and me theoried with this deck, and he's playing it at the Luxury Game Tournament, and this is almost card for card his exact list. So yeah, Lightning Storm, if you have it. If you don't have it, play Evenly Matched, play something else, play more Hand Traps, play Effect Veiler, or just max out on more Cyber Dragon cards. These cards are not mandatory, especially in the circumstances we're living in. You guys do not need to be spending that much money on Lightning Storms. So yeah, just see what fits for you. If you guys have the Lightning Storm, play it. If you guys don't, it's not a big deal. I'm just showing you guys. Lightning Storm's crazy in a going second deck. It's definitely the most optimal thing to play. And then the 3 Machine Duplication, the power card in this deck. Sometimes it does brick you, but this card, I think you just have to play it. When it resolves, you just know, if we're going first, going second, you're just gonna kill them, or you're gonna set up a crazy field. And then my favorite card in the deck by far, Cybernetic Overflow. This trap card makes me want to play this deck so badly. I play this trap card in Cyber Dragon decks at 2, 3. You could play around with the numbers, but this trap card is fucking insane. Non-targeting destruction based on the amount of Cyber Dragons you banish from your graveyard or you send from your hand to the graveyard. Just insane. And then 3 impermanents to round off the hand traps. Like I said, you just need a high count when you're blinding second. There's 15 cards that you could draw out of your 40 card deck in a... When you're going second, you'll have 6 cards. So the chances of opening Gamma, Ash, the Kaiju's, Lightning Storm, or Impermanence is relatively high. So I think it's fine. Most of the time you will have them. And if you don't have any of those cards, that means you at least have a full Cyber Dragon hand. And a full Cyber Dragon hand usually just beats any deck besides a crazy combo deck where you need one of these to like slow down their play. Very standard Cyber Dragon deck. Cyber Dragon is an all-time favorite deck. I want you guys to give this a shot. I'm going to go through the extra deck real quick, but this is very consistent. If you guys have something else that you guys would play, let me know for sure. I'm relatively... So as I was saying, guys, just let me know if there's some cards that I missed out on in the main deck specifically, because like I said, I'm not that new to this deck. But let's get on with the extra deck. The Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon and the Cyber Twin Dragon. Cyber Twin Dragon is relatively new, but right now, Rampage Dragon and Twin Dragon are MVPs by far, because at any moment you just make your Verte Anaconda and you can get into these monsters. If you are dropping these fusion monsters, the game is most likely over. And then the next fusions, the Contact fusions, the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon and the Mega Fleet Dragon. Mega Fleet is obviously going to get a little weaker as we head into MR5, but I don't want you guys to not play this deck because of that, because that is such a small part about this deck. The crazy part about this deck is how fast it just kills, the overflow, the way that it just really just comes together. And now with Verte Anaconda, I would argue that that card is a higher impact than making these Contact fusions. And then we have the Cyber Dragon Nova, 2 Cyber Dragon Nova, 2 Infinity, very standard. I think that's been the number everybody's been running for the longest. And then the Link Monsters, Gravity Controller, also relatively new. Definitely play it. You have a chance to make your fusions into this, and Gravity Controller just outs problematic monsters all the time. And then the Almirage, Link Karibo. Yeah, they're both similar, but there's circumstances you'll need Link Karibo, circumstances you'll need Almirage. And then the Seeger, the Psyframe Lord Lambda, and then the final card, the Predaplant Verte Anaconda, the crazy monster. Like, this card really does put this deck on a new map. I think this deck is relatively strong compared to everything else we have in the field right now. I would consider it like at the end of tier 1, maybe tier 2 deck. But if you're going to play a going second deck, you either choose Invoked or the Cyber Dragon deck. Cyber Dragon deck is so crazy. I'll go through the side real quick. We have 3 Drone Lockbird, 3 Nibiru, 3 Twin Twister, 3 Evenly Matched, and then 3 Summon Limit. Like I said, I give you guys side decks that are very standard. My friend's playing something similar to this as well. You just definitely need to play, one thing to note, just play a trap card in the side deck for sure, that whenever you think you're going to be like going first, because the opponent's going to obviously game 2 and 3 make you go first, you're going to want a trap card that like is a blowout. So you could play Judgment, Summon Limit, any trap card, any Floodgate. So I would just bear that in mind. So guys, stay tuned for more. Like I said, I want to show you guys every way we could possibly use these new dual overload link monsters. I'll have more lists for you. I know people want DDDs, and I've been working on a DDD list as well. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, and let me know anything that you guys want to play in this as well. Any deck lists you guys want to see.